Yep.
Okay, stand for the pledge of allegiance, please. The pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good news, Carrie, here. I hereby announce that the meeting is being held in accordance with Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Act. Proper notices of the meeting dates have been given to the Morris Plains News Beat and the Morris County Daily Record, posted on the bulletin board in town hall. Kevin Bogner is absent. Michael? Here. Amy? Here. Kelly is running late. Mandy is absent. Paul? Here. Councilman, we have a new councilman joining us this year, Sal Cortez. He is in the building. I saw his truck out front, but I don't know where he is. Recreation Director Carlene Leahy is here. Events Coordinator Lisa G is here, and Camp Director Jake is just walked in the door. Before we go on, we have to do the elections of chair and vice chair. I nominate Kevin as vice chair. Need a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor of Kevin?
Aye.
Okay, Kevin, vice chair.
I nominate Jerry for president.
Need a second?
Second.
All those in favor of myself?
Aye.
Quick and done. Let's do the vouchers real quick, and then we're gonna go to Jake right away. Everybody have time to look at the vouchers?
Yes.
Yes.
Any nomination for vouchers?
Motion to approve?
A second?
I second.
All those in favor of approving the vouchers?
Aye.
Vouchers are good. Jake, welcome aboard. What brings you here?
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay.
Happy New Year.
Availability brings me here, only because I'm way past due to get to a meeting, and I've always said something in the way, and I didn't tonight, so.
Welcome.
Come see my friends.
Wow, very nice.
Say hello. I have no pressing news or anything, just thought I.
Yeah, even better.
Yes.
That's it?
Are you hoping for more?
No, good to see you.
You're coming back, correct?
I'm coming back. Yep,
Okay.
yep, looking forward to it.
We'll have to make that official, and then we'll have a conversation down the line on other things. We're excited that you're coming back.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yes.
And with,
Motion to approve?
thank you for everything you did last year. It was a big
It was
success.
a good summer. It was a good summer.
Good.
Yeah, good people, good kids, good turnout. We moved the teen camp over to the house, and it had an adjustment period. There's pros and cons to everything. You know, I do think it's kind of like a little bit of a graduation, you know, to eventually go there for your summer. That would be a pro. The other pro was the parking lot at Community was not, you know, the line at drop off wasn't backed up on the Malapartis, which is, I mean, we had a line of cars literally wrapping the corner off Jim Pier on the Malapartis 2 summers ago. So it removes a lot of that. That's another pro. The con is, you know, the staff is split and a little running back and forth, but and also the more crossing of the streets with the kids.
People have expressed concerns with what's on 53 now in the
Yeah.
warehousing. How is that gonna impact?
And it's a real concern, you know.
Traffic in town,
you know,
It's tough.
I genuinely explored
Mhm.
like what I thought were real common sense,
Mhm.
alternative or ways to layer some safety in, and it didn't work out. Meaning like going through our police department, getting a certified crossing guard that we would pay for at those times, and everything, and it.
Never
And the
materialized.
answer was no, honestly. I don't know, it just seemed like a common sense thing to do, but,
Was it the timing, like if we start now with the answer, like?
Pretty
No.
much the answer was, if I'm interpreting it right, that it's the parent's responsibility, period. So no matter what we came up with
Right.
and how we were gonna fund it and.
But it's a
our-
parent's
Isn't the camp
responsibility to want their
funded by-
children to get safe, and if we're willing to pay more
yeah.
for said
It
person,
was
then.
gonna be a camp expense, which the parents pay for.
Right.
You know, go ahead.
Isn't it our camp? I mean, it's the parents, yes.
Like, I feel like we
responsibility to get them there, but
invite
it's our
them to come to the
it's
camp,
drawing
so
them there.
we feel responsible. That's our take.
You know, at the end of the day, God forbid something does happen.
Yeah.
So we sit here and this is the fourth, fifth year we've been talking about that crossing. And we've been lucky and blessed that nothing has happened.
Right.
Um,
At the end of the day, you know, we're all part of a political entity, and anytime, you know, my reading between the lines, was this said explicitly? No, but my reading between the lines was that, you know, you don't wanna set a precedence. So if camp does this to safely cross the kids, we're setting a precedence, which then
You're
that
taking
precedence
responsibility.
would need to be honored for teen center or,
Then that entity to take care of itself. It's really a
Well,
thought
why
for a
would-
parent,
right.
really, of sending your
but
kid.
I think from a, and again, was this explicitly said to me? No. But I think, when you put the political goggles on, that's what
Right, no one
the
wants to
concern
do it.
was, yeah. You know, like, Police Chief Crosby was great to talk to, really good to talk to, and very open to all conversations, but I think that's kind of what he was handed down to him too, is we don't wanna set a precedence.
What about if there was like a, $5 charge on the camp to pay for the
That's
crossing?
it, they offered.
The crossing guard was $85.
It was expensive too, it was definitely, and that person would have worked significantly less time than my adult counselors and would have made a lot more money, which is also kind of messed up. I have a little problem with that, but that's not why we didn't do it.
Yeah.
It just would have been hard for me to tell Lisa, who's been working here for a long time, hey, this person's gonna work 2 hours less than you and make more money.
Well,
But-
Lisa would go
That
out there and do
would-
that, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Lisa would switch.
She looks good in the yellow,
Yeah,
the yellow jacket.
we'll get Lisa a
Are
real
you
short.
kidding me? I got a lot of confidence
Give her the stop sign.
Lisa will control that traffic, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
really.
You better believe
Give her
I
a
did.
whistle, give her a whistle, everybody paying attention, yeah.
Hey, you.
But Jane, as a question, like, as a parent, not going forward,
Yes.
to come take this question further, as a parent, like, who do we go to? Like, what's the step there?
With our new liaison starting.
Yeah, I
That's
think
where
this,
we
this is
Yeah.
the form, going through here,
Okay.
we would have to apply a little pressure. I don't know what I wanna put on,
I know.
I got it.
you know, I don't know what I wanna put on.
I think a lot of parents look at camp as an extension of school and the education system. I know it's not, but they look at it like sending their kids.
I agree, it's not, but they would
There's
look
an
at it.
expectation of like,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
kids get to school safely with the help of the town and the crossing guards.
I agree with both of those things, it's not, but they do view it that way, yeah, I agree,
Just, that's the expectation.
yeah. It would have been pricey, but we also were on board that we would have done it, just at the 53-202.
Right, that one
Yeah,
intersection right
yeah.
there, that's the.
And just camp, not like, if you have a kid coming from here to there, I'm sorry, you have to take care of that, you know, from theater to camp to that.
Correct.
Just during regular
Yes.
camp hours.
Yeah,
That's one of the issues, is then where do you draw the line?
That's it,
You
so,
make it
I'm
firm
that
in the
parent, I'm
sand.
that parent that
That's
has
it.
swim and camp, so those two extras are my responsibility.
Right.
I
and
did the
then
extra, but.
if we wanted to get like parent volunteers, they would have to be crossing guard certified and stuff,
Got it.
like, you know what I mean, like, we
It's a
can't just throw.
liability.
Cause I said, I'll go out there in my yellow, my red shirt, but I was like, no, you can't do that, so, yeah.
The big thing I've heard coming up is 53, traffic, like I said, traffic in town is a hot button. And the trucks going up to those warehouses, and how they'll cut the corner if they come down 202 in the
Yeah.
middle.
That's what Carlene pointed out to me, and I never realized it, like, it's actually the people coming south on 202, they don't really have to stop, and they
Right.
bang them right on the 53.
And a tractor trailer going up to the warehouse
Yeah,
is gonna be,
yep,
just like in town. You know, when they make a turn on Hanover Avenue, you know, they're jumping over the curb over there all the time, so.
I don't know, this is above my pay grade, but, like, I know when Central Park went in, we requested for like Google and Apple Maps to not allow your directions to send you through Styles to Central, like, it made you go up once, Chris Christie Boulevard, whatever, went in there.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if we can, we'd have to probably work through those companies, but if you put that company's destination and it sends you up Route 10 off to 53, you can't come down Route
The problem with that is 202 is a US or a state route, and
Yeah.
53 is a county route that have,
You're right.
you know, 53/202 are numbered highways that are DOT
Yeah.
compliant with, you know, semi-tractor trailers and everything smaller and in between,
point.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And as much as,
It's
you know,
not central
as
Avenue.
as we've heard at the planning board, you can try to block people from making certain turns. You can't make it illegal, even with signs leaving,
Right.
you know,
For example-
Acme Warehouse, whatever they're calling it, they're gonna make less,
Right.
trucks,
Like
because
what-
they can by DOT standards.
Wendy's has that sign. You pull out a Wendy's, you know,
Right.
Oh, no, left onto.
Not
yeah,
enforced, not enforceable.
People do it all the
it's
time.
not- that's not a legal sign.
No.
It's a Wendy's sign, not a
It's a
DOT
Wendy's
sign.
sign,
Yeah.
because they're not allowed. We have one in town also that we put up, and it's not a legal sign.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And
We'll talk.
so it's just, there's certain things you do up precautions that people think
Yeah.
first.
Right.
But
I think the important thing is right now, traffic and especially children's safety getting places is a hot button topic more than it ever has been. It always has been, but
Yes, I mean,
currently it's in the hopper.
Yes, it is.
Now's the time to.
Currently it's in the hopper,
attack.
so I think it's time to, I mean, again, if we can get it
Bring
to
it up.
council.
And I don't wanna be critical, cause things happen, and, you know, they're on call, cause that's what we need from the police department, but, you know, we were told we would have an officer there the first week of camp, and then more.
A decoy car, you
Yeah.
may make a talk about that, you had
Yeah.
a conversation.
And you know what,
That never
I
happened.
understand, they got, more, well,
I know.
a lot of
Other
other things,
things.
a lot of
Other
other
things,
things, yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, but,
well, I know the decoy car, they had, one of their service vehicles was in an accident, so they had to take that car and put it back on the road for a while. So that was the issue there. But we'll start with, you know, the new liaison and,
yeah, this is, like, to even come back to Amy's question, this is the avenue.
right.
Through here, through our liaison, to the council, and then the council goes back out and puts the message where it needs to go, but
Okay, good.
I would imagine setting a precedence was the reason, like, if we do it here, then we have to do it for teen center, then we have to do it for, you know, again, that was not explicitly said to me, but that was the message, you know? So,
Okay.
anyway,
Anything else you wanna?
no, enrollment was good, we had hired a good amount of people, keep the kids in town busy and employed, and
One of the things we're gonna have to really look at, and when Kevin's here too, is, minimum wage
yep.
bump again, which is,
So I had a chance to see Carly last week, and we are gonna raise the price of camp.
Yes, but
Well,
we recommended it.
we
We
recommended.
recommended it.
You know, again, we make recommendations only, so if the council wants to say no, whatever, that's
That's
up to
true.
them.
Right.
All we could do is ask what we need, and with the minimum wage going up, we need to do it.
Yeah, it's a real expense, you know.
One of the things we're gonna have you get involved with is, that bump consistently up, all the way up. I know there's been talk about a cap.
Consistent.
A cap at the top that we need to look at, it's time to bump that a little bit too.
Yeah, I told, our liaison last year, which they rotate now, but, you know, the adult supervisors haven't gotten a raise in a couple of years, which,
Right,
you know,
needs to happen.
which just puts like the high school kid getting closer to them, you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
yeah.
no, I agree.
I don't wanna lose the adults, cause as much as I love the high school kids and they bring a lot of joy and energy to it, and we do need some adults, we need some qualified adults on
Right.
campus, you know what I mean, so, yeah.
But we're gonna have to pick your brain and come up with some things. Probably sooner. We'll start maybe in February with that, Carleen.
I sent it all to you, I have all if you wanna talk about it now, you can.
Lisa, do you have anything before we go into that?
The only thing I have is just that 3 out of the 4 weeks of concerts are booked. 2 new bands. There could be a 4th one booked as soon as I listen to the videos, or watch the video and listen. So that's what taken care of. Bingo's coming up February 21st. So just let
on
you
being,
know.
I plan on being there with her.
Good.
Some very good
Paul's
prizes,
gonna get
some
it
very
running.
good prizes this year.
21st,
Already on that.
Friday
It's a
night?
Friday night.
Yes, Friday the 21st, 7 to 8.
The concerts, I mean, I've lived, you can, we can all vouch. The crowd is amazing. It gets bigger and bigger. and
Last
you
year
can't
was
believe
the
it.
biggest crowd that I've had
Even
since I've been
showing
doing
up,
it.
they're there for the whole entire
Yeah.
time, they stay after the band leaves, it just brings out so many people. They get pizza delivered, they bring food, it's like,
Oh, you're talking about the concerts, yeah.
yeah, the concerts,
Well,
I'm
this
sorry.
year,
Not
Steve Sinakis, who does The Breeze,
Okay.
he started 2 new bands, and one is called The Country Breeze. So that's gonna be pretty awesome, because it's all the years I've been doing this, I've never had country.
everyone loves
country's like
every
an up and
genre of
coming
music.
thing.
Country is hot.
So,
Yeah.
I think
Our
that's
first
gonna
time.
be like awesome. And then he has another band with like, trumpet and harmonica, and there is singing and everything, so like, that sounds like a whole new realm of, so I'm pretty excited about it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, London Calling, because like, the crowd that Rick brings in is like
That's the
crazy.
Beatles band.
Most
Yeah,
Beatles,
he's
yeah.
really good.
But he just like, but January 4th, they started calling me. Rick called me, and I'm like, I'm not even in that mode yet. I'm still trying to get through Christmas, you know? And then he called, he booked his date, then he calls me back that afternoon, and he says, oh, I gotta change it because the band members, but I said, well, you got the whole month, you know, hurry up. And then it was like the next week that Steve reached out to me, and I'm going like, so here it was, not even the end of January, and I'm booked.
Had a schedule.
So that's pretty cool. That's all.
Nicely done.
Morris Plains at its best, I agree, it's a nice,
Yeah,
so those are
well,
nice
those are
nights.
great nights.
I, sat in on a meeting last week for the Morris Plains celebration of its 100th year. And this coming year, we're gonna kick off and start a big campaign, and they asked rec to be heavily involved across the board, from splash parties to bringing back the district challenges, you know, that we used to do. So I know a lot of it will have Chrissy and Joseph involved heavily. Family Day.
It's like Family Day started.
Right, and then we're gonna break into some other things. The actual celebration, they wanna tie a lot of things in. The school's gonna get behind it. The run that the school runs, they wanna do a whole family day in the fall, maybe
that's
tying the
cool.
bonfire into it. So a lot of things are on the table. We're gonna be looking for volunteers, and I volunteered all of you guys, so you're good to go.
We'll be there.
I love
Well,
volunteering.
You know?
You're
That's
here,
fun.
but no.
Better than waiting for me to sign up, thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, and there's a lot of energy and thought going into this, so.
We have to look at what the Giants did there for their 100th anniversary and not do any of that. Do something
Right.
Very different.
Right, so
That's
it's
important.
exciting, the town's behind it, the committee is just really starting to get off the ground. There's monthly meetings, so I'll keep you in the loop on all that.
I know they put out a petition for a logo.
Yeah, there's a contest going on at the school, and open to everybody in town for the 100-year anniversary logo. And that will be on cups, t-shirts, you name it. Using a fundraiser. Actually, at the very end, there's gonna have a time capsule again, possibly renaming a park, Centennial Park. Bringing in, everything's on the table. It's all being discussed. It's all good, positive news for the town. And
Who's the committee?
every time to be honest, every meeting I've gone to, there's more,
Oh, good, so
Yeah,
just little
it's-
every,
yeah, it
every
seems like-
age, every, okay.
for sure. The museum's behind it, of course. It's growing. You'll probably get the hook.
The kids at camp could paint
Can we raffle
a
off
big
that bird?
100-year banner or something.
Carlene, can we raffle the eagle?
That's a great idea.
I know, I
I'm for that.
Winner gets it.
So, with that, Carlene, I passed your letter around.
Do you wanna do the,
No, I want to talk about this.
Oh.
Heavy heart, yes.
Exactly.
Ugly cry.
I was gonna wait for Kelly, but might as well, it's out on the table now. Carlene is leaving us at the end of February 2026.
One more year.
No, one more year. We're gonna, big shoes to fill. And I think all of us are gonna really miss you so much,
For sure.
Thank you.
Oh, I agree.
you know.
Big time.
Especially me, because you keep me
On your
time.
toes?
Yeah, tell me what I can do and what I can't do. But I think the town is gonna miss you more than anything, because you have been the positive energy that the town needs, the breath of fresh air, common sense, the sounding board for parents. And you have always worked with people in town. You know, you're Mrs. Mars Plains, you know? Everybody comes through your door, you have a smile, a greeting, and you've taken care of them for,
In a lot of ways, you're the face.
Yep.
You know, you're the one to
Thank
go
you
and
for
talk
saying
to.
that.
Yeah.
Kids all this.
I know you don't feel it, but you are appreciated.
Thank you, I appreciate you saying
Big
that.
time.
really.
I just feel like Mars Plains has grown and changed and I haven't. So I think I need to move along and let somebody step in that is growing and changing with the town.
Some things we don't want to change. though.
Sometimes you
I
just
think
wanna, you
that-
just wanna go home.
There is a need for that.
I'm totally understood, absolutely, but
Yeah.
you will, I don't even know where to start.
I appreciate it.
Everything comes back to you.
So
Big,
with-
little, it funnels to you, so.
But
Yeah.
It's been a dream job for me, I mean, I can't tell you how much, you know. Hey Cal, how are you?
You're walking into a solemn moment.
Oh,
You see what time it is?
7:52.
7:52.
Well, are we positive?
Not me. Let me, please.
Kelly, we were just talking about that letter that Carlene has handed in to us today.
It's actually happening.
Yeah.
You can't go
Big
out,
shoes to fill, we're gonna have to discuss those shoes and the efforts that we're gonna have to make. So if anybody knows of anybody, directing to Carlene, I guess, for now, so they can pick your brain. Jake, that's gonna be a big thing on you.
Yeah, and when I sit at my desk, over there in the summer, I just see how much she does, and there's so much of it that is, behind the scenes, like answering the elderly's many questions, to putting Band-Aids on kids' knees, to, asking the high school counselors about their life and career goals, and, she does a lot, and then all the dotting of i's and crossing the t's, hitting Jerry on the head when he needs it, right, all those many things that are gonna go with her, we're gonna miss, besides just the wonderful person she is.
Thank you. I
You
appreciate it.
are, you are a genuine person,
Well, I miss you all as well.
yeah. So,
Thank you.
it is, yeah,
So, there's one of your other adults that could wear camp, very little yellow jacket, she could be the crossing guard.
get you a red shirt, get you a red shirt.
No Friday stuff.
Yeah.
No Fridays.
I do envision myself, I have owned a house at the shore for 15 years, and I have never spent a full week in the summer, because that's
my
my
gosh.
busiest time. So I do envision myself sitting on the beach for at least a full week at my shore house before we end up selling it.
Where is this shore house?
Well,
You're all welcome to come
Well, we're
anytime.
here. Yes, thank you.
Big
you.
house,
There.
plenty of room.
Pull that out of her.
When
Yeah, I
camping,
think
our
a
campings,
retirement
I'll be
party,
sitting
yeah.
next to
You're all
her.
welcome.
I think we're on tonight.
Yeah.
Plenty of room.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
Carlene, how many years?
How many years did I work here? 17. And I enjoyed every minute of it. You'll read all about it in my book. which I've been writing since I've started
No
here.
way.
Your names will all be changed, but you will recognize each
Oh,
one.
please put my name in it.
I
Each
don't
one of you
realize- I
will
don't think we
recognize,
do that.
that's me, I said that?
I don't know if I wanna be in that book.
They're all in it,
It
everybody's
sounds
in
more
it.
like a documentary.
Kind of the main character.
I actually-
Inspiring.
I actually called my office the confessional because, you know, I'm by myself there a lot and people will come in and just feel very free to tell me
They sit on
a
the other side of your black
lot of
box that hums.
things. A lot of stories, shared a lot with me.
It's amazing
So-
how teenagers gravitate to Carly. It's
Yeah.
amazing. They come in, they're so excited to talk to
She's
you,
like
they
a
sit
truth
down.
serum, I know,
It's-
right? It's,
It really is. Like I was like, I've never seen him connect with teens as easy. Like the kids love to tell her about their day,
Everything.
their goals, their everything.
Sounds like a
Yep.
Like I would tell them when they, one in particular, filling out his background check, I said, now, if you've done anything wrong, you better tell me now, cause this is gonna go in and I don't want it to pop up. He goes, all right, I was at a frat party and I drank a beer and I wasn't old enough. Is that gonna, is that gonna? I said, it's a good thing you told me. I said, it's a good thing, because now I'm gonna be prepared.
Coming up.
It's like a chunk from Vinny's second grade.
So, it's
She
been,
told the goat say 3 alfalfa's.
Yeah, really. Three Hail
These are
Marys.
his repeats.
Thank you, Denise.
a lot of good
Carlene,
times,
you-
a lot of good times.
You've had a great
A lot of
impact
good
on this
times.
town that everybody's gonna miss, and I know when Jason and Sal say this, they're gonna feel the exact same way. We're gonna miss you for sure.
Thank you, I
And,
appreciate it.
the past people that worked been up here, they think the world of you, every one of them, Jan, you know, all, Maureen, you know, Janelle.
As I felt about them as well,
It's-
everybody.
Some big shoes to fill, and, we're gonna miss you.
Well, I've kept everything, like, anybody could come in and take over, cause I've documented everything and it's, you know, everything I've done, it's be easy to come in and, I mean, hopefully someone will come in while I'm still there so I can show them the ropes, but, you know, everything is documented, all my spreadsheets are easy to follow, and it should not be a hard transition for someone to come in and take over.
Well, you can't document, that's not easy. It's amazing how she works around the lack of technology in this town.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, I don't know how you document that and teach someone to,
That is
you know what I mean? Cause it's just,
That
it's,
is true.
what you do, you figure out the workaround. You don't figure out how it works, you figure out how to work around it. It is astounding.
And luckily I had my own personal IT guy, cause, you know, my husband, you know, would be there constantly, cause that was always an issue, so that will be something, hopefully the next person will have somebody that they know they can call on.
Well, Michael's. could be-
Oh, that's right, he's retired, and then I can call my husband, he'll be happy to, he'll be happy to
You
come
set
back.
my computer up for me.
Seriously, we're gonna miss you.
Thank you,
We love
I
you,
appreciate
love you, and thank you for everything.
I appreciate
Oh,
it.
you earned it,
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
I appreciate
You
it.
earned it. Go right off into the Long Branch sunset.
Ooh, Long Branch,
Long Branch.
okay, Long Branch.
Yeah, we're getting closer.
How
What
many
week?
blocks
We're getting
from
closer.
the ocean?
Oh, well,
The June meeting will be.
Maybe nice water view in the house.
Water view.
July meeting's out on the
Yeah, we're
beach,
going.
okay.
Yeah, you're all, like I said, we have plenty of room.
Thank you.
Bought a big house thinking that all my kids would be there, but, you know, my kids ended up
Well,
scattering.
we're your
or,
kids, we're
you
all
know,
your kids.
So, it didn't happen that way, but we kept it anyhow. And, you know, we're thinking of a retirement home right now, so either building or buying or something like that, so. And then we'll sell both houses and move on, but,
Chesapeake.
yeah, I'm a Chesapeake we're looking right now, so we'll see.
You deserve it.
Yeah, you
Good
deserve
things, all good
it.
things.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Alright.
With that said,
So we can do salaries if you want, just to, so you can get them into the council early, your recommendations. I mean, we know it's a given that we have to raise first year counselor from 1373 to 1453, that's an 80-cent raise. So that's,
what notes did you have on that?
that's required. I have, what
That's-
notes, you mean, what, the schedule that the state sends me?
Yeah, just, can I look at that real quick?
Seasonal
You
minimum
have,
wage.
you have it, I
Yeah.
said,
Does it
Yeah.
turn out to be a
so that's, you know,
percentage?
that's
No.
From
seasonal and small.
That was odd.
So we're still, you know,
What's the cap eventually, 15?
15 is the cap.
By what year?
I think it's gonna be next year,
Next
right?
year, I think,
This,
yeah.
is it this year?
Not for us, cause we're seasonal,
Okay.
so,
Oh, so the cap is 2026.
Yeah, 1549 for most employees right now.
We fall under seasonal and small employers.
Mhm.
So
Can we,
seasonal, it's like $1 less than regular minimum wage.
put that to, we all don't have to have discussion on that, we could have Kevin and our financial
Okay.
guys look at that, and with Jake and you, do a subcommittee on
Okay.
that.
But the sooner the better,
Yes.
because it will give you room to negotiate it, because last year it got in there kinda late, and then
I know.
what happened, decisions were just made, and it was too late to do anything.
Right, so like
So we
maybe
were-
the first week in February, by maybe Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
If we could get this buttoned up and, reach out to Kevin, print out that thing, and we could have a little meeting with Jake
Okay.
and Carleen.
Those are all
But
the,
because the
salaries.
lower, and you don't,
Okay.
this might be too much to get into, but
I
like
will,
the base salary right now has to go from the A to B, right?
1373 to 1453.
Okay, so if
80
that's a
cent increase.
percentage, is that the percentage you use to raise the next level and next
See,
level and next
That's
level, or
what,
is there?
that's what I did last year, and
Okay.
then they said, oh, you could only raise the first year 80, and then everybody else 15 cents. Well, what happened then, the third year counselors were making less than the first year counselors.
Right.
So you can't do that. So
Right.
then when they realized that, they let me give them like 10 cents more
Okay.
than the bottom level, and then they froze the adult salaries. This will be the third year it'll be frozen for the adults.
Okay.
They got zero raise.
And that's one of the things we have to get done.
So that's something that,
Um,
you know,
I wish Kevin was here for this, cause.
That's a
Yeah.
9.5% increase.
And
So-
so the,
You know.
the new, so minimum wage for seasonal employees went up 80 cents on the hour. That 80 cents just from last year to next year would get a first year employee, first year counselor getting paid more than a fourth year right now.
right now.
That's crazy.
Just because.
And that's why you have to do it consistently, you know, and then pretty soon it'll be at the top of the, and then you can go back to giving your 15, 20 cents or
Yeah.
2% or whatever the town gets. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, it's been
You
a
can't do that
significant
right now.
increase the past couple of years, but not our fault,
Correct.
it's the state of
It's
the
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 state's
rule.
mandating it,
Um,
you know?
Wow.
So, you know, that's my recommendation, that's what I would recommend. Lifeguards,
6% bump.
you know, we had to even think more because you have to be in competition with what other pools are paying.
That's what the minimum.
And with the-
Definitely for the lifeguards, I
Yeah, because we won't have any.
The other towns,
We'll end up
it's
losing.
insane that they're paying some of these lifeguards, but you gotta
I
be fair market.
I know my daughter's lifeguarding at the high school right now after school, getting paid 20 an hour. But she's always lifeguarded for us in the summer, but
Yeah.
$20 an hour is $20
$20
an hour.
Yeah, and that's what will happen, you know?
God, I wish I was a kid.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But don't forget what it's costing these kids to put gas in their cars and, you know, how much,
Starbucks.
you know,
I know.
it's expensive.
So must have, but necessity.
So,
No, I get it, we gotta keep up.
It's Jake
Yep.
Bush.
Jake, do we still have one EMT counselor or two?
So we had two, although so we had one at, Jinfier for our K-5. And
Okay.
then we had one at the teen camp, but she also doubled as a counselor.
Okay.
And it worked out really well. They had less of the scrapes and the falls and the,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
so.
Good.
So that worked out really nice.
That's a good solution.
Yeah, that worked out really nice.
yeah, and ours was busy 24/7. I
Yeah,
mean,
the
right?
one at the K-5 camp is
Exhausted.
always something.
Yeah.
It is always something, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw it up, bee sting, everything, yeah.
0.582.
Okay.
All right, so we'll plan to meet and get
Yes,
these,
I'll talk
and
to
get
you.
them into the council so you can get some negotiation.
Okay,
Versus ours.
one of the other things, committees. We gotta go through the sports committees. Let's just start off the bat, basketball,
That's good.
Kevin.
I'm on the basketball board.
Hello, sir.
I didn't know if we had anything, I didn't know if we had anything relevant.
Um, Baseball,
I'll do baseball.
okay.
Who's baseball?
Me.
Michael?
Mars playing soccer. Anybody have a soccer kid?
I do, I can do soccer.
Okay. Swim team,
I'll do swim team, yeah.
okay. Lacrosse,
Can you be more than one?
Yep.
I can do, my daughter's playing lacrosse this year, so I can do lacrosse.
Boys and girls? Or just girls?
Just girls, but
All right.
do we
No.
need boy?
I'll do a boy.
Okay.
So Kelly and you?
Yep.
Is that like, is Chad then who we go to? Okay.
Yeah.
Field hockey? Okay.
Is that Paul?
Wrestling?
I'll do wrestling,
Good.
just cause I know a handful of people that wrestle.
Hockey? I could do hockey.
That's DJ, right?
Wildcats?
Wildcats?
Wildcats, I could do Wildcats. Basketball.
You said Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin will also do, the fields for the county park
Mhm.
still.
And you said swim?
I'll do swim.
Mandy will be special events,
Oh, fantastic.
graduation, plaques.
100th year, it's a big year for me.
It'll be a big year.
Thank
Does
you.
she normally do that?
Special events and graduation.
And graduation, yeah.
You want me to do that?
No, I do.
Cause then I can coordinate with my mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's synergy.
That's good.
Cool.
Well, I mean, I will get the person a script,
Okay.
right?
I'll go off script.
Did you not have a script? Yeah.
I did that.
I had learned.
Alright, so you're.
Speaking of which, while we're just real quick on that topic, is there a way for us to get the check ahead of time?
Yes, that was the other
Thank
thing.
you.
So I'll put that on my to-do.
Thanks.
I mean, we always have two, right?
Yes,
So we always know it's two, so that can be handed to.
right.
So the
Right.
problem with
Who
that,
has an eighth grader? Do you have an eighth? Mark's not eighth grade, you don't have an eighth grader.
Paul, the problem with that was, so Ms. Romano didn't get the names to me in time, and then I have to do a voucher that
Oh,
has to
I-
go to finance and get signed, and then go to the
Council,
town council and recreation.
Totally get it.
So really, she needs to get that name to me, you know, or to recreation by April latest.
Who's the person you just said?
Ms.
Kim Romano.
Can we go to,
From school.
can we go to,
Yeah.
can we go to TJ if she's, or is that just, Locatelli?
I got it, guys, my mom.
Good.
Okay,
Okay.
so, you know, it takes 6 weeks to really get a check. So that's how far
Again,
ahead
How
is
many,
the
6
voucher.
weeks?
It's
Okay.
antiquated.
I
So
know
we
it
give
now,
a
it's just
graduation
a
to each,
Oh,
two
I know,
kids,
yeah.
a sportsmanship award. Right, and then last year I didn't get the names until the end of May.
So for sportsmanship, the new vice principal Posey, I think, took over athletics.
Yeah,
Oh.
So it wouldn't be, maybe it wouldn't be Romano.
I'll find out.
She always
Why,
had.
My
right?
mom's
Baseball.
babysitting, I mean, not
Always.
always,
Okay, let us know.
So-
You ever know?
Who wants to present, not me?
You're right, I remember this.
Yeah, right?
I'm always happy to present.
You're
Certainly next
good.
year for Mark, so. You can do it for.
I'll do it for Mia, I got 2 years. Then I'm out.
Then I'm back.
Who's counting?
Alright.
We also need a liaison to like camp.
Pickleball?
Pickleball.
I was gonna say pickleball.
I'll do.
Kelly's gonna do.
I'd like to resign from my
Kelly-
pickleball responsibility,
No,
as
no,
I
let Kelly do it.
didn't.
Can I do camp?
Yes,
Yep.
you can, I do that.
I can talk you to drop off line, make all the cards wait.
I had it.
Do it. And Megan always did theater, do we need someone with that, or
Well,
is that
I'm
part of
hoping
camp?
Rachel will come back. I hired Rachel Sambrowski last year and she was
Okay.
phenomenal, so I'm hoping she'll come back this year. And if she doesn't, I don't really need a liaison because she becomes like
Yeah,
liaison.
but that would be
You think Paul
awesome.
should be interested in?
She doesn't
doing
need
it?
to be interested.
She's interested.
She's interested,
I would
okay.
very much.
In light of tonight's news, we should check on her interest again.
Who?
My wife. Tonight's news of Carlene, that she's not, working with Carlene.
She'll do it for the
She'll do it.
kids.
She was great. I don't know what
And she really liked working with you.
like I wanted to hire her as my personal assistant. She was, like you just think it and she's already doing it.
She's so good.
She's bringing her sewing machine and sewing as she, oh.
I would like Rachel to come back
Oh,
as
you
well
would
too.
love
if there's
Love it. Right, wasn't she?
You got that.
Great. Less questions and everything coming my way too.
Okay.
Great.
Peter,
Yeah.
over there.
All right,
Okay.
did we catch everything?
We said camp, we said
Yep.
events.
Pickleball.
Why do I feel like there's others, but I'm drawing a blank?
Speaking of,
Theater, we don't have a theater person.
Oh, which, if Rachel will help feed them again, then yeah,
Then
she'll
Paul will
be.
do it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But don't we need a liaison?
Rachel will kinda.
She doesn't need.
She really does,
Okay.
she's the whole package.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not on there, you're.
Just the.
Whole package.
With that said, the town is in the
If I
process
didn't
of
need
getting
your
another
benefits, I'd love that.
grant, applying for another grant for, Whatnot. We've putting a request in for, we've already been approved for playground equipment over there, that's gonna hopefully be, the snow melts, they can start sooner. Refurbishing and adding a basketball court there for seniors, along with, that's you,
Whoa,
For senior,
Jake or?
the men.
the men, oh, because the pool one is unavailable.
Right, so we could have a reserve court for, so they don't have to jump the fence at the pool and go back there
Where's the sign?
at Whatnot Park,
Whatnot Park.
if we get it.
You mean
Also-
making a whole new
Yes, well, there's
paving
one
it out
there now.
in the
Right.
parking lot?
It's in the
So we
parking
wanna
lot.
move it over to be almost lined up with the pickleball courts in that field there, along with 2 more pickleball courts. that we're
Will soft lights be going in?
Ambient lighting,
Exactly. We have to keep the calm.
neighbors happy.
Well, you know, one of the nice things about those courts, there's really no neighbors.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It is
is-
a great spot,
Mhm.
You
yeah.
know, it's, I shouldn't say that we haven't had any complaints over there about noise. We've had complaints, but not about noise.
You've had that? Oh, not about noise.
Right. So we'll see. It's
They are,
just-
those courts are a lot of fun, it's really nice, it's so well done.
It's
yeah.
just trying to
I love
get,
that
Yeah.
I mean, there are other parks that have lights that are like really 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, they're not annoying, but they light up the facility.
we take baby steps, Mike.
Okay.
My only question, will there be complaints about taking up that field, because so many people use that field?
It's not taking up the field, it's gonna be right next to the parking lot. The
It's
field you're talking about is below.
No one
It's
uses
No.
that field, everyone uses the top
They're
field.
using soccer now,
up above.
up above,
Mm.
like right in front of pickleball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's, even the kiddie soccer?
Yep, kitty, pre-K kickers, and like Joyful Noise uses it all
Or
the
can they
time.
move to the, I wonder, to the back that you're talking
Well,
about?
one of the things we talked about is that backfield, refurbishing and cleaning that up.
There's soccer goals down there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody
never
goes down
really-
there.
Never uses it.
The
yeah.
only reason why is because the kids can play like
On the playground.
on the playground while you're on the field. So it's like the best of both worlds for a parent. And they can ride bikes, like depending, you see everything, you're kinda
It's a
hidden.
nice setup, actually.
Is the land back behind, behind the water in the
The house.
Yoda's house, is that flat?
Mhm.
Is that flat enough for
Yeah.
pickleball? Or you
Wait,
wanna
you
keep
wanna
it
put
up
it back
here?
there, or you?
Oh, I don't know, never
We were-
options.
The original plan was to keep them side by side, so
Yeah.
we utilize the fencing across the board.
Still should be enough property.
You would have, I think, if you put 2 more courts and even a basketball court, you would still have a full.
That's what I'm saying, you still
half
have
of
more
like
property,
a
they're just.
50-yard stretch of.
It's just,
half the
it's
field
just
is
gonna be
grass
right next to
there,
the park,
yeah.
the play area.
Yeah, but then you stretch closer to the road. I mean, I've been to so many events and we take up everywhere from the pickleball court to like the pine trees.
Okay.
Like we had, one kid just had a birthday party there and did a like football. I mean, it's used more than I think people realize.
Then why let's, then we could use more of that. I've
Yeah.
seen that.
But it's not like town recognized use, people just go and pick
Show
up
up,
and
yeah.
show up, yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Even
Yeah.
better.
When I'm done.
No, it's great for them.
I go by, see all the kids playing and playing, and then-
But again, kids are getting into pickleball, times are changing, I mean, not everybody goes outside anymore, so I could just.
We're gonna put some power in for video games outside.
Yeah.
Video conference
They're-
games outside
times
the
are changing.
pickleball arena.
But basketball is definitely needed, I mean, how many times have we ran over kids in that parking lot, because there's no parking in where the basketball hoop is.
Mhm.
That needs to be, that basketball over there is horrendous.
Yeah, that needs definitely.
And those rails there, the telephone pole, working rails, gotta go.
We've been there for years.
But the park is getting utilized more and more.
Way more than it ever used to.
Yeah.
It's like a first thought, it used to be like, oh, last thought, which is great.
And trying to
It is
keep
good. It's
the
good.
equipment that we're putting in there for the playground is trying to keep younger kids.
Mhm.
You know, so that park will be more younger parents, but they won't.
Yes,
be
that's what, that was always like before kindergarten park, and then after kindergarten, it was like sign.
Right,
Yeah,
and try to
yeah.
space it out a little bit.
That's
Graduation.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Did, everybody have a chance to look at the dates for this coming year?
I glanced at it.
I just got a text from Sal about this, we're gonna hold off until he's here for this.
What, the resolution?
Sal wanted to be here tonight, he just had a new granddaughter,
So,
could've brought her.
what do you mean, hold off until when?
our next meeting.
No, I have to do it now, I gotta get it published.
Okay.
So, you know,
See, Carleen,
I'm sorry.
Wow.
that's why
And
you
I
can't
already
leave.
dated it, and I'm not dating it again, cause this is the third time I changed the date on this. No, we really do have to do it now, I have to get it published, cause we have a meeting coming, another meeting coming up, it has to be in the paper. I have to have it published, it says right there if you read it.
Okay, everybody see the dates?
Joe, you have to read it, I told
Oh.
you have to read it
Okay.
into the minutes.
Recreation Commission resolution, during the year of 2025, the regular meetings of the board shall be held at 7:30 on the fourth Thursday of every month, except August, no meeting, November, and the third meeting Thursday, and the second Thursday of December. The dates are February 27th, March 27th, April 24th, May 22nd, June 26th, July 24th, September 25th, October 23rd, November 20th, December 11th, and January 22nd. Any meeting where the agenda is to be used and said agenda will be available at reasonable time and copy. The secretary, all persons are invited to the meeting, blah, blah, blah. The secretary will post throughout the bulletin board in town hall at 531 Speedwell Avenue, a certified copy of this resolution. In addition to the secretary will direct a forthwith certified copy of the resolution and published to each of the following in the Morris Plains News-Bee, the Morris County Daily Record. Also, the secretary will submit to the town clerk a copy of the resolution. This resolution will be adopted in order to comply with PO 1975, Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Act. This resolution will take effect immediately. So those dates are it. We may alter it at times. We've done it in the past, so.
Like tonight?
Like tonight. So our cameraman will be joining us for the rest of the year. Did you get all those dates?
I hope to be, yeah, we'll see.
Okay, you need to approve this, like, have to do a motion.
Oh, motion to approve?
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Anything else? Paul? I won't keep you late again.
Nope.
Can we do the minutes from December 12th?
Oh, yes.
I can't.
You were
Did-
here, weren't
Yes.
you? Yes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I make a motion to approve.
All those in favor?
Hi.
Great, thank you. Minutes are approved. Carleen, anything else we need?
Let's see.
Were camp dates posted?
Camp dates are not posted, but I can tell you when they are.
Good.
But all of the, employment, materials, which I sent you, just so you'd be familiar with them, if anybody asks you, you know, what do you need to apply, it's all online. And I have copies in my office, and they can be scanned and sent to me however the kids wanna get them to me, that's not a problem. So there's the application, 4 pages, and then I wrote a guideline of how to complete the application in the W-4, background check, counselor information form, and then I also did a, Department of Labor working papers procedure, and there's a, process code that's included in that, because when you go to sign up for the working papers online, which you can only do online now, there's a little process code that they have to put in, so all that is online, or will be Friday, and, in the office, because I encourage kids to start early, you know, and that way they get it out of the way and they know, and then Jay can start, you know, seeing how many kids and if we need more and what level and what have you. So, if anybody's interested, you're able to point them in that direction.
Second and third
That's
year
it.
council
Returning counselors.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Returning counselors, applications, is it everything, like a first time counselor?
I had a grand wedding.
Congratulations. Did you bring her?
I'm still the second year for my daughter, and
Yes,
just,
we lived there at the house and everything.
it's like a new, like, treat it like a new application.
Cause
That's
we all
awesome.
get released.
Congratulations.
and then rehired, yeah.
Thank you.
So
I mean,
I have to start from scratch, I have to literally terminate everybody, and then I have to rehire.
Good, good to know.
Well, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
My apologies, everybody.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, so
Congratulations.
exciting.
7 pounds, 8 ounces.
God bless.
What's the baby's name?
Camilla.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Camilla
The other one's Delphina. I'm getting names, Mila, I'm getting names that, not Mary and,
No, no, no.
yeah. You ever play that song by?
My Bible.
You guys ever hear that song, a boy named Sue? Well, one of those things, you know?
Camilla.
I don't want to take away from me. Thank you, everybody. My apologies again. I owe you guys.
Congratulations.
Alright, are you sharing those dates with us or not yet?
It's the 23rd of June.
This is why I came and saw Carnegie.
Right,
We get out the 18th.
right. And even with snow
Yes.
days, I figured we're still good
Right.
to,
June,
So it'd be
June
23rd.
23rd to July 25th.
Okay.
June 23rd
to
July 25th. So that gives them, even if we use all of our snow days, a week between,
we're still good, right?
like a half a week off before camp starts, but if we don't use all the snow days, we'll probably get a full week off between the school year and camp. And then we try not to go into August with our days, because that's
Yeah.
when kids start disappearing on me, so,
Yeah.
Lisa, do you know, do we have a certain day, is it the Thursday of the last week that you do the senior picnic, is that right?
The third Thursday.
Third Thursday
The
of
third
camp.
Thursday.
Of camp or of July?
July. Third Thursday of July.
Did you decide what you're doing for, I guess Independence Day is the 4th,
So we just
onto
have
the
a Friday
Friday, you're keeping the 3rd. Okay.
Correct.
23rd?
It's only when that fourth ended up like in the middle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when like the Friday was
Right.
off and then people were upset,
So we don't have to do that.
So we would just have Friday the 4th.
just Friday.
Here's Marty Shea.
Yeah.
We got
My cousin.
We got tissues. We need them.
Carlene,
What else?
I miss you, girl.
Can she change the baby's name? Carly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful name. And a beautiful person.
Family Day?
June.
I assume Family Day would be June
The
28th.
same as the fireworks, the last Saturday in June.
Yeah, that always stays.
June 28th.
That's always the
That's what I
same.
thought.
6/28.
So it'll be the end of the first week of rec.
I'm going.
Because sometimes
Yeah.
Yes.
breaks where it's the day before,
Yes,
the
yes.
weekend before rec,
Yeah.
which is good.
It is good.
That's a better setup. People are in the zone.
Go girl.
4 concerts, right, cause you're doing it yep, so that's the, four Sundays in July.
Mhm.
Family Day normally starts at what time?
Was that?
5.
5 PM.
Background checks?
I haven't talked to, we don't even
Start thinking about that now.
Background checks for parties.
They are.
I know.
Okay, anything else? Amy? Kelly? Mike? Paul? Councilman?
Is this the full board or are we missing
We're
Kevin?
missing Kevin and we're
Kevin.
missing Andy.
He's still celebrating with the Redskins, guaranteed.
Actually,
Big Redskins.
he had to go back down to Washington today. Unexpected, he said, but.
He's not gonna win the next one.
Oh my gosh. You got a little rivalry here, Amy.
I'm from South Jersey.
South Jersey here.
I'm a transplant.
Unbearable as
So you're an Eagle baby, huh?
Unbearable. Terrible.
Sal, do you have anything for us?
I just wanna, I think it's an honor serving you people, you're serving this board, and anything I can do, everyone has my cell number and emails. Not, make sure Jerry gives it to the clerk. I'm up at 5, I go to bed at 11, and I don't mind taking phone calls, I never did. So that's me. Carlene, I knew this was coming, but it seems like the other day I interviewed you. How many years ago?
17.
Oh my God, where'd they go? Jake, Lisa. I grew up with you guys, it's like, it's
I know.
like I'm home over here, you know? So, and again, let's all work together and, keep this, program going, for all the kids in Morris Plains and the seniors and everyone, that's what rec is all about, it's very important in a town to have that, to have the parks, to have them safe, you know, check the fall materials. I just like to go around the parks and check if anything's broken, our DPW responds very quickly. We are truly blessed, and, the other thing is now keeping it that way is a job and a half, because we really raised the level, par level, and, there's work, and, there's always something to do. So anyway, thank you, I don't wanna make it too long. If I talk more than 2 minutes, Jerry will go crazy.
On that note of the parks and the DPW, I mean, last couple of years have been amazing, the winters and springs of getting the new snack bar, the dugouts, everything at the fields and the pool ready. Are there priorities that, whether new priorities that we said, oh, that has to get done in the winter, spring, that we've noticed, or, I mean, aside from the regular laundry list?
One of the things, Jan used to do this in Walker Parks, I've done it now, I've taken over from her because all the new playground equipment we're putting in the fall zones. The pool is a big ticket that we always, we already started on the baby pool, fixing some of the cracks there, stripping it down, so we could get, as soon as it gets nice, we could start repairing that, and then looking at the big pool, which is always a fingers crossed and a prayer.
Of course.
One of the things that, and Carlene knows this better than I complain about it every other day I drive by, is that sandbox there. I would like to have the guys dig that up, maybe redo it somehow, clean it. It's an eyesore. The fence is a tetanus shot away for somebody. It's been there well before I was here. I don't think I ever played
It's been
that.
there as long as that big rock.
Right, that came out.
Angiola rock?
The Angiola.
I put that plaque in there, it's gone now, I heard.
No.
No, Blackstone.
You sure? One plaque they took it down.
They took the.
I saw that one.
Was it
And I put that in stone, I, carved it all out in.
When they dug up the time capsule,
Yes.
they moved it.
So that's a DPW thing too, I mean, it's.
Yeah, and again, I've talked to Johnny about that, and of course, Johnny is the best things. Somebody higher up has to give him the blessing, go in and refurbish that.
I see.
I think the sandbox is
Cat litter.
gross.
It's disgusting, go.
I will not be sorry to see it go, I will say, if
Can we
people
just
go in
clear it?
Can
kids
we
go
remove
in
it?
it.
Kids
Can we
love
get rid of
it.
One of the things,
I say that every time, I think it's fine to get removed too, but
Kids love it.
people.
People
You know,
use it.
people use
I
it.
think
we
it's
throw out the
gross,
trucks, we get rid of the toys in there,
But they
back
keep
in their back.
reappearing.
It's like, they're just.
Two contractor bags in the dumpster
Right.
one night after a meeting a couple years ago.
But then it,
Like refill in weeks.
a week.
It's crazy.
Days.
What
What do you guys envision a new sandbox to be like? Something
Clean.
with a fence around it for the.
Clean.
Well, there is a fence, but the fence is,
I think they're saying no Santa.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
no
be
sand.
happy.
like you can
Well, you
clear
guys
it.
are the rec board, let me know if you need me to get some quotes on a new one or something, I'll help.
Just remove it.
Or just remove it, that's easiest.
That's,
DPW will love that.
I'm not a big fan of sandboxes, it's disgusting, especially by.
Remember, everything we do, there's always, we took the sandbox out.
It is true.
Huh? Yeah.
You take the sandbags out and where you get complaints.
Yes.
Why don't you
For
do
sure.
that, take it out,
Nowhere
and
to
see if
put
you get
toys in.
complaints, if you don't, then we're good, if you do, then
We
we'll
just say,
think about a new one.
we're thinking about replacing it, so we
Yeah.
gotta take the old one out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on-
Sanitary.
See what happens.
Sanitary.
no sandbox work.
Right, it's attached for 6 months to 6 years.
That's where COVID started.
Poor animal.
That sandbox.
Is this wish list time?
Yes.
Go ahead,
So, one thing that requires no money, well, a little bit of time, labor, but, in summer camp, there's the 2 horseshoe pits, like embedded in the trees between the pavilion, and there's typically a lot of broken glass around those every year. I don't know if people drop bottles when they're playing. I don't know if anybody uses them
I didn't even
either.
know they were there.
I was gonna say, I don't know if
Yeah,
they use them.
they just gotta be cleaned up and.
Yeah, but there's
and
typically just
sand.
a lot of broken glass, so I don't know if we could give that a good rake out and gather it
I
up.
told those people not to throw beer bottles, just horseshoes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's
The
quite
glass
a-
is probably 20 years old, it probably has been there
It's
forever.
probably been there quite a while.
But we'll get it cleaned up.
Maybe new sand.
I know the acorns are a pain in the neck over there.
The glass would be the major priority. I mean, if they could clean it all out, that'd be great, but the glass.
Well, it should be refurbished every so often, Jake, it's a major thing.
Just that broken glass, that would be, get that out of there. And then, wearing a couple of hats here, the basketball board donated a new adjustable hoop, to the team center, but also for us to have during summer camp. The kids love to play basketball.
One of the questions that came up over there, that's only a half court there, correct?
Yeah.
Could you utilize?
Oh, yeah, so you're leading me into my next, so the first wish list item was just a little time to clean up. Second wish list item is also time, it's already paid for, the hoop is in the, screened-in porch at the teen center, so it just needs to be installed by DPW this spring when they have a chance. But then, if we could put blacktop on our wish list over there at the teen center.
For the driveway or
No,
just?
the driveway I don't think needs to be,
Okay.
it's fine.
Just
But
the
the
basketball.
kids love the court, and we also play pin guard on there, and they love that. But the blacktop is really starting to,
This is the teen center.
this is the teen center.
Right, if I can interject, when the snow goes away, if you could mark the area that you think you want the blacktop there, because what happens in the summertime, we have the people who do all the road projects, schools are down. So to have someone do the asphalt then, it could be very advantageous price-wise.
That's a very good point, yeah.
I just need to know, is it 20 by 20, just give me like roughly, we'll make it a half court, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that's something that if we mark it, we'll meet with the engineer and the council, and it's easier to do then than it is just getting a new company to go there and do it, probably 2-3 times the cost.
Okay.
And as you know, we did the ones up in, at the pool area
Right behind the
for
pool.
0 cost.
Wow.
I re-engineered that myself it was supposed to be a cul-de-sac, and the same amount of asphalt, we built, a full-size court. So just something for the pool, in case,
Well, that's our old main court.
Right.
That would be great.
So you have my number, Jake.
Yeah.
So just give me a call when you go to spray it out, and I'll
So
bring my.
I need to make sure the DPW, there's it's not in the ground, it's just a portable basketball
Yes.
hoop there now. But it's facing the forest, so we'd wanna put the installed one on the different other side, so if we were able to repave, we might as well go full court, and then eventually we can get another basket for the other.
Yeah.
Ask for the world.
Yeah.
Ask for the full court.
But,
You got 2 hoops,
repaving
you
that
have
basketball
1.5
court.
hoops, you got one good
Here-
one and
Here's
one.
one of the things I would like to do, is take that hoop that's at the pool now,
Mhm.
and bring that over there too.
That would be great.
And then just go back to the portable ones behind the pool.
Okay.
It just seems like the ones behind the pool, because where it's located with the building blocking and everything else, how many backboards have we replaced over there?
Yeah,
Because kids
yeah.
are throwing rocks and everything else. It's a shame that the vandalism still goes on over there, but
Did they not do a glass, did they not make other options?
they make plastic for the portable ones.
Oh, but not a,
Jake, do kids use the Gaga ball and the court, when there isn't teen center? Do those things get used when you're not hosting? The kids use it as a park, can they go and?
No. I mean, if they did, would anybody say anything? No. But I actually.
I've never seen anybody,
Never
never
seen
seen
any.
anybody.
Except unless it's organized.
Yeah, unless it's organized, I've never seen a kid over there, yeah. That's a good point, no, but no. No.
Even after the Memorial Day parade, when people go to the VFW and stuff like that, I don't see anybody
I think it's thought
goes
of as off
to
limits, I
hang
don't
out.
think it's ever a thought to
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
hang
I
out
don't
there,
think
which
so neither.
actually,
But you know what, if we got a
Protects
full
it.
court basketball court over there, that might actually start to gather some
That'd be
people. Which is
different.
good, should
Probably
be used,
would.
it should, yeah.
Okay, anything else you got on your list?
that was it, that would be, yeah.
Carly, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
In the community center, there's green tape on the floor in the main room.
Not anymore.
What is,
It's gone now.
it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, someone asked me, we had a Girl Scout.
Yeah, I don't know who knows if they think they can come in and put green tape down, but I
Okay, so it was
made
done
sure it was
back.
removed.
And why Sal, if we're making a list, we've talked a few times, the tables and chairs that are under the stage,
Yes.
it is disgusting under there. As a volunteer who sets up for Girl Scouts and this and that, it's embarrassing, like when other people are around, so like, I know people, I always offer to do something, but it's gross.
Could maybe get some members and
Excuse me?
cleaning.
Wait.
Excuse
Is
me?
he in charge of the grounds there?
Wait.
Excuse
Before-
me?
Wait, Lise.
That's you?
We are not,
No.
Okay.
we are not gonna mention names.
I didn't mention any
I know,
names.
just
I just
a
want someone to
warning
clean
across
I
under the
wasn't-
stage. If we can put it on a list of to-dos.
That's it.
We got it.
The community center,
Clean under stage.
is a problem for us across the board lately. Things have been canceled on rec events, basketball for one. Pickleball's been canceled several times for outside town events where no one in town is involved with. The community center is being used for other organizations and taking away from the town residents across the board. We need to pull in some of the guidelines and reinforce them, and I think that building should fall under the person that's gonna take Carlene's spot overall.
Well, you guys have a rec board, and we also have, I think, a booklet that has the A's and B's on that, what can be done and what needs to be
Well,
done. and what's-
we do.
This is our,
Well, we
you
don't
guys
have.
can upgrade that, look it over and,
We don't know, no, we don't have the authority, cause that's building and grounds.
fine, but you have,
We're recreation,
but you have to advise building and grounds, and I'll bring it to the council.
okay?
can
Well,
recommend.
Your job
we're
is basically
advising
come up
right
with,
now.
fine,
We're
absolutely.
advising That
Advise it, tell me
the
what
way
you gotta
it's
do, I'll
laid
bring it
out
up
now
and
is
we'll
not
give it a shot.
working for us in terms of, just pretty much what I stated, there's a lot of events that are being pushed out at the last minute. A few where they're not even notified that things have been canceled.
Yeah.
And it happened more than once. They had,
It just happened to basketball.
you know, it's happened, Jason was involved in one of the events that showed up there and he was like shocked. So, we just need to rein
Let me meet with my
in,
committee and see what we can do about that,
rein in,
the big thing.
yeah, the scheduling side of
But you,
things, the
you would
building.
prefer that being
One of the,
under-
one of the big pluses that we have noticed over there, the cleaning personnel,
Well, you got a new cleaning personnel, Maria.
no names,
No,
perfect,
no,
perfect.
just Maria, a lot of Marias.
Oh, things are better?
Oh, right.
Good.
Too
The
many.
bathroom I didn't notice being dirty, but we were there last Sunday for Girl Scouts. Other things, yes.
I've been there a lot in the last 3-4 months.
Does
Yeah,
that
you sure
cleaning, agency go to the teen center as well?
Supposed to.
I think so, yeah, 'cause it's pretty.
One of the things we wanna put on the table now, sooner than later, is because we have this cleaning person, we wanna make sure she's compensated for taking care of the snack bar and cleaning that snack bar on a regular basis once we open it up for the season.
Those are not included in her hours or scope of work.
Right, so we wanna make sure
And you're, okay.
that gets on there this year. As we've been down this road, and I know finance always complains about who's responsible for it. Little League uses it, yes. Tennis courts use it, Pavilion uses it, people walking use it. It's not fair for Little League to carry the burden of cleaning that all the time, even though, I'm not saying they're not 75, majority of it during Little League season, but it makes the town look bad when that is an eyesore like it is across the board.
We use
need
it
to
for summer
have-
too.
What's that?
We use the bathrooms for ski.
Yeah, for
summer.
camp, and I mean, we need to, it's gotta be clean. It's gotta be handled through the
Okay.
team,
The previous person there, we extended his hours to cover summer camp.
and he didn't do it.
Oh,
and we talked about this, I think, Amy, you were in charge of the snack bar when we started talking about this, and that's when we found out the volunteers were cleaning it, and then Kelly's been doing it now for the past 2 years, and it's just.
And you open on a Saturday morning and you have the whole slew of games, and us as a parent, you walk into a bomb,
Right.
it's embarrassing, and then you have to clean it, because you don't want people to.
It's
And
just-
actually, the keys are in the community center, so if the community center is not open, you can't even change the toilet paper, because it's really a rec snack bar, not the Little League.
I've cleaned those bathrooms for summer camp too. Not that I put on my French maid outfit, but I got at least to the point where you weren't stepping on
Stuff.
stuff to get, yeah.
So we got some.
Sorry, I'm stuck in that visual.
Yeah, and the new person, I think would be great if that goes through, and if you could just kinda help push that along, Steph, that'd be great.
I have a quick question about pickleball, now that I'm the liaison for it.
Congratulations.
The indoor one, is there any way they can get relined?
I have the tape.
Did you?
I
do it?
ordered enough tape, so in case we had to reline it, but I thought they were gonna come and do our floors, so I was keeping the tape on the side, but then we never got our floors
Who
done.
relines it?
I'm sorry?
Who actually lines it?
Well, Bill did it, Bright did it for me last time. So, I guess I could do it
No,
if I
you do
just
not need
no,
to.
if I just follow the tape that's down there now. If I just follow that, I could probably do it. Cause I don't think we're gonna have the floors done now until probably August.
And by floors done, you mean just like waxed and cleaned?
Whatever they're gonna do we didn't get them done this year. I don't know what happened. It kinda fell through the cracks,
But
but.
don't they do them on the summertime?
I'm gonna say after camp, we would do it after camp at this point, I would think. So, it needs to be done now.
Sounds like a good time to do it.
Is there any way we could ever get like permanent lines?
I mean, I'm fine with it, I guess you'd have to,
And basketball lines. That was a big, question that we had, cause the kids, a lot of second graders practice in there. And then they go third grade to games, but they don't have proper like foul shots, 3-point liners,
Right.
so like, there's really no way
Yeah.
to
if we're using it for
teach
that,
them.
yeah.
Unless we switch it and just put kindergarten and first grade there, but they wouldn't, I don't think they would like that.
One of the big things over there for years, the community center, they didn't want any balls in there whatsoever.
We changed that.
And we changed
Thank
that,
goodness.
so it's been baby steps along the route.
And then maybe camp would use it if it was lined more, I don't know, or is that not a thing?
That's lines for basketball, isn't it?
For basketball you mean, or for
Yeah,
pickleball?
There's no lines on
For
it right
both.
now, just pickleball.
Different colors.
Just pickleball?
There's no lines for basketball there?
I
No.
thought that they used to be the whole time.
No.
They used to
No,
have
it's a plain
basketball.
old floor.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
cafeteria floor.
It's just like, yeah, whatever, not tile,
So the lines won't cause, sometimes if you have so many sports, the kids get confused at every other.
Right.
No, the pickleball, they wouldn't interfere.
We start putting 2 or
No.
3 color lines in there, oh my
Yeah.
god,
I
am I in or out?
Football,
But
lacrosse.
if there's no lines on the
Corner
court,
line?
that's easy then.
Still can cover it
Yeah,
all.
I mean, I don't even know if it's big enough, but it's just something that people have mentioned to me, and I'm relaying.
Even just from one side, far.
Yeah,
But it would have to be done after she
Cleaning.
does the sanding.
Yeah.
And new,
But wouldn't it be, you could line the court and then seal
Could we-
over the line.
Could we tape it for now before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Taping not for basketball, that's not gonna happen,
No.
but for pickleball, a lot of, I think the adults would love the
You
pickleball.
you really need to make that floor like a blank slate before you put lines on it, because it's got that speckle pattern.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put lines on, but it almost feel like you'd have to like, I don't know, paint it, strip it, I don't know, make it a blank slate,
Yeah.
and then,
Yeah.
So that might be too much. But,
Or for after the floors are done in the fall.
yeah,
If you want, I'll help you reline.
no, I can too,
Get a maroon for it.
I can do the
Pick a day.
pickleball.
because it's a blank slate, cause then you just put the tape down and remove the tape for each,
Okay.
you know, whatever's.
We'll talk about that. Put that on our wish list along with our sandbox we're gonna tear out. Anything else, guys?
Sal, would you know off the top of your head if their fee schedule was approved by the council?
not yet.
Do you have any idea what the timeline might be for that? I only ask because I'd like to do the pool before I leave, and I can't until,
Well, the fee schedule, we did back in October, November, not mistaken.
we sent it in, but I didn't
Right.
get approval on it, like the new pool fees.
I'll double check with
Thank you.
my notes. Find out.
Thank you,
'Cause usually we do an October, November
'Cause we
fee schedule.
right, we didn't hear back about
Cause
it.
you guys give us the reports.
We gave
too.
you our numbers.
you our
Yeah,
numbers.
we
Yeah,
didn't
our
receive-
recommendations, but I didn't hear back whether we had
Okay.
gotten it approved.
I'll get back to
The
you
pool
tomorrow.
numbers and the camp number too, cause
Will
that'll
do.
be based on.
Can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Could you put in my dates in the calendar, community center from
Oh, sure.
June?
Yep.
June 16th to
Mhm.
July 25th? Nothing in there?
Mhm.
So that no name doesn't schedule
Yep.
all kinds of stuff?
Yep,
then?
entire
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
Do you have a recommendation for your, orientation at all?
Oh,
Do you wanna give me that?
yeah, let's do that. June 3rd? Hold on, actually, I'm sorry.
Do a little later than that, cause I think I
Tenth.
said paperwork has to be.
June 10th?
Do the 10th, yeah,
June
do the 10th. What time?
7 p.m.
And then I have to get the borough score for the theater.
Who's basketball? For some reason, basketball thought they couldn't use Borough
I mean, that
tomorrow,
was my last page, I had it right on.
because it's a half day.
I know, that's it.
Why is it a half day?
PD day? Professional
Teacher
Development
development.
Day. But they aren't allowed to use it, so
I've
I
never
wanted
been.
to pass that on, it's not, it's too late for tomorrow, but.
So
guess
off
not.
days or weather closes.
Yeah, half days, the janitors are still there.
I was gonna
Like,
say,
we
all the
have a meeting.
custodians are there.
They're there. No,
Yeah,
they're there.
half days are staff, that's why, not
Yeah,
students.
we've been meeting tomorrow night, so custodian will be there, but,
Yeah, so you should be able to use it.
yeah, I don't know why they thought they couldn't, but that's a whole extra day.
What meeting do you?
HSA.
Tomorrow night, the Borough School, gym,
Yeah,
I think there's men's soccer tomorrow night, right, 8:30?
That's one thing.
And then before that, there's more
before
sports.
there's usually, yeah,
And
basketball's
then
usually in there.
basketball usually there right before
They
that.
thought, I think that it was assumed that
Men's
they
soccer
couldn't use it
comes in
because of the
after.
half day,
Oh,
yeah.
But that doesn't usually, it's usually weather closures and off days that.
Full day.
close the school.
Yeah, full day.
That close, that shut down the gym.
well, that goes along, the school shuts down, that adult activity shut down also usually.
Anything else?
Tell you, I came for a little bit, but guys gave me quite a lot of information. I had to mess around.
Guys, any,
Motion to
Thank
close?
you for being here,
Second.
and we need you.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting's
Aye.
closed.